I'm going to show you how to make bread. Step one is we're going to feed our starter. So you're going to keep your starter in the refrigerator. That's where it lives, all right? You keep the lid totally tight on there. The first step in making bread is you're going to feed your starter. So you're going to take your starter out of the refrigerator. You're going to put it on the counter, take the lid off, maybe just kind of set it like, I don't know, halfway on so it's covered from whatever's happening in your life, but not totally tight. And you're going to let it get up to room temperature for maybe about 30 minutes. Then we're going to feed your starter. So for feeding your starter, first we're going to measure it and we're going to feed it equal parts flour and water. So the first thing we do is we're going to turn on our scale here. Make sure it's at 0 and you're measuring everything in grams. So if you need to adjust the unit, you can do that, but make sure everything's in grams. You're going to put your starter here. And I know that this jar is 177 grams. Okay, so I'm going to subtract this total here, which is 227 minus 177, which is 50. Okay, so I know this is 50 grams of starter inside this jar. So I'm going to feed the starter 50 grams flour and 50 grams water, which to save time, I actually already measured all this out. But let's say I didn't, right? I would zero out, figure out what my bowl weighs, zero it out, add the flour. Okay, figure out that's 50 grams of flour. Then you pour in this. You can give this a quick little stir. Okay, I'm not over stirring it, just give it a quick stir. And then you're gonna add 50 grams flour here. And this is kind of a small jar now I'm kind of realizing. But when you feed your starter, it's going to double or triple in size. So we're gonna see how this does. I might need to transfer this to a larger jar. But you wanna make sure that you have enough room, like I said, for it to double or triple in size. And then from there, we're gonna make dough using our starter. But once we feed our starter, we're gonna let it sit on the counter. Excuse me. Sit on the counter with a tea towel on it for 4 to 7 hours. And then we pretty much make our dough and move on from there. But first thing, 50 grams of flour. Now I use the King Arthur bread flour. You can get this from Costco. It's pretty cheap. I think it's my friend Kirsten who taught me all of this. Shout out to Kirsten. She said that she calculated it's only $1 per loaf. So it's pretty amazing when you think you can make your own bread for $1 a loaf and be like self-sustaining, like, I don't know, moving in the direction of living off the land, making your own bread, doing all the things for only $1 a loaf. And they sell them for so much more at the bakery. All right, now that we did our flour, we're gonna measure water. This is 50 grams water. So I'm gonna pour in my water here. Yeah, I'm gonna definitely have to move to a bigger jar. But at least this way you get the idea, because this is way too close to the top. There's no way this could double or triple in size. But let's just pretend this is a bigger jar. What you're gonna do is just gently stir it. You don't wanna ever over stir your starter. So if you can kind of see here, I'm basically just mixing the ingredients. I'm not really over stirring it. You just give it a quick stir. Get it all goopied up in there. And then I'm gonna put a towel on this, on the top, and leave it on my counter. Like I said, 4 to 7 hours. I've done up to like 15, that's fine. But the point is, like I said, you want it to be nice and bubbly. It's gonna grow quite a bit. Like I said, double or triple in size. And then you're gonna first put a tea towel on it too. Let me show you that. So you just put a tea towel on it, you let it sit on your counter like that. One thing to know about starter is it's pretty sticky. So right now I'm gonna wash my hands and rinse the spoon in the sink. Once I do that, I'm gonna turn on the disposal for a couple minutes, just because I don't want this to sit in my drains and kind of cement it up. So that's something to keep in mind about starter. And with cleaning, like when it dries, it kind of cements. So I think that's everything you need to know about step 1 of making your bread, which is feeding your starter. And after that, I'll show you how to make dough with this.